I don't have any gyros on board, so it's going to be kind of tricky. But if we can do it, we can try. I'm going to F5 just in case. I'm going to put these up here. We're going to come on down. There we go. I want them to come out. Five, four, three, two, one. Hey, you know what? It's actually pretty good for how much fuel we have left. Hopefully we don't land at an angle and we can just recover it. Good job, Chivo. Kicking ass and taking names, my friend. No, Chivo, no! Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Everything's fine. We just lost the fairing. All right, let us get this antenna out into geosynchronous orbit. It's marked as a lander, which is weird. I beat you to it, bot. This is going to be a relay. This is going to be a relay. Okay, where's our orbit? Right there. Ascending, descending nodes. We need 3 million apoapsis. All right, get started. Okay, no worries. I got some time right now. I'll look now. All right. I like the term you used there. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. I messaged you back. Tag, you're it. Hee hee. $3.2 million. You got me? Okay, cool. Jaff, you trying to outdrink us? How dare you? Not under my watch. Guys, I want more chili. I shouldn't go eat more. It's 9 o'clock. It's what you do? Okay. Noted. kind of want to take everything I put in it and add up how many calories it is total. I'm gonna have to do that sometime. Get total number of calories on my chili. I think I did the math one time and it was like 12 600 calorie servings at 1 cup apiece. I think that sounds high. I don't think there's 7,000 calories in my chili. I think that's very hard to believe. Because all it is meat and vegetables. So I'll have to double check that number. Vulcanoid. I'm not saying it's done IRL. I'm just telling you in this game, dude. Also in the future, ask before you throw links up, please. But yeah, no, this game doesn't behave like real life. If you've got something blocking a solar panel, it completely shuts it off and it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, this game it only mimics real life and like looks only. It's far from being good like that. Do I like my chili hot? I don't. I have a different definition of hot than other people. I like it to be. I like giving my chili to other people and serving it to other people, so I don't make it hot on purpose. I don't really care one way or the other, Vulcan Rider. I just like enjoying my meals. And, I mean, my recipe does have some cayenne pepper and some, like, crushed red pepper flakes in it. But that's not hot to me. But that's extremely hot to other people. So, I mean... entropy. So, I mean, it's a toss-up. Well, yeah, and I don't think I would add a sauce like that to my chili. Afterwards, like if you have a bowl and you want to add some to it, go nuts. But I wouldn't do it beforehand, only because I want more people to have access to it. Yeah, Jaegerhead. It doesn't have Lagrange points. It doesn't have max Q. It doesn't even hold geosynchronous very well. It loses orbit really, really fast. It won't stay in one spot. If you reload your save a few times, it's going to shift. Nothing in this game does what it's supposed to do. Entropy. So here's the thing. Some sauces are just hot to be hot. You know what I mean? Like if you just have like a vinegary hot sauce, it's going to be hot. So Dave's Insanity doesn't have an awful lot of flavor to it. It's just hot. So it's different than the last dab. The last dab has a lot of other things going on in there, so you can kind of mask the flavor a little bit, and it kind of helps out with the heat. It kind of extends the life of it, because when you intake a hot sauce, like just to be hot, everything burns and then it goes away. But when you have something like last dab, it's good, then it burns, then it's hot for a while, then it goes away. Because at the end of the day, the heat that you feel, the hotness or whatever, it's mental. It doesn't have any negative effect on your body. You tearing up and mucusing and everything else is your body trying to fight what it thinks it's feeling, but it's all in your head. And that's the biggest step people have an issue with because they think it physically hurts you. It doesn't. Your body does things to combat what it thinks is going on, but the hot sauce is just mental. And people talk about like burning holes in your stomach and everything else. You can get an ulcer, sure, but that's from your body overworking itself trying to get rid of something that doesn't exist. It's all about tricking your mind. Vulcan, it depends on the application. I like habaneros more in a sauce. You disagree that it's all mental? Okay. Why is that, Ultrasource? Tell me. Well, I mean, that's the oil, of course. I mean, you shouldn't really put water in your eyes either, Vulcan Rider. Water can irritate it just as bad. What about when the sauce is coming out? Well, so the burning that when it comes out is stomach acid, King. Well, yeah, Ultrasaurus, that's your body trying to combat whatever's in there. That wasn't the sauce. I mean, it was the sauce doing it, but it wasn't the reason why you had those pains. It was your body doing it. Just like Ultrasaurus, if you have somebody set up a box and blindfold you, and they put something in that box and tell you to touch it, and you reach in and you touch it, you're not going to know what it is. Your brain's going to have all kinds of things, and you're going to go into fight or flight, and you're going to have all kinds of issues. What's up, King? It's all 90% of it's mental. Because I was afraid of hot sauces for a long time, and I would eat them and be like, oh, they're going to mess me up and everything else. I sat down and ate the hottest sauces that exist, and I'm fine. Portable gym? Like what, buddy? Is it the sauce that kills you, or is it the insane reaction your body has to it? Oh, I was just seeing what the actually was about. I didn't know what you were on about. Just asking. Because if you eat something and you go into a seizure, portable gym, I mean, was it that did it, or was it your body that did it? And of course, using a straw man argument like that, someone could come out and be like, "Oh, bullets don't kill people. It's the the damaging tissue that your body can't heal fast enough." But that's not what I'm trying to say. You've eaten Carolina Reapers, yeah, and it's you can eat a Carolina Reaper. The Reaper itself has no negative effect on your body whatsoever. It's a pepper. But what your body does with that information that you input into your system is what could potentially mess you up. Because your body's like, uh-oh, you've eaten something. These signals are going off. What do we do? Purge. And all of a sudden your body's like, you're gushing out snot and you're sweating and you're wanting to throw up because your body's like, hey, take care of this. Get it out. It doesn't belong. See, so right now, Vulcan Rider, if I had these solar panels down here, the battery and the antenna would be blocking them. But right now, there's nothing blocking them. They have direct sunlight. So this is a situation where that setup might potentially cause us not to be able to fire our ion right now. Yeah, Jason Lee, exactly. And like, that's true. And there are some things that are dangerous to eat, not because it's mental, but like you can't consume like certain parts of like blowfish or certain parts of like lionfish because they're toxic and you'll die. That's not mental. That's just something you can't consume. But I get what you're saying, Jason. But when it comes to capsaicin, anything in large quantities is going to kill you. If you consume 10 pounds of Hershey's chocolate, you're going to die. You know, you always want to take things in moderation. But like a dab of capsaicin is not going to kill you. That's true, Jason. But that sauce isn't. It's hard to explain because like. Let me try to find an analogy that would make sense. If you're driving your car and you wear Crocs in your car and the oil burns out of your vehicle, the oil didn't burn out of your vehicle because you wore Crocs. You can make that association, well, I wore Crocs so the oil burned out of my vehicle, but it just happened because of what was going on internally with the engine and everything else. The deuterium version of water? I never heard of that before, Sleepy. What is that? And yeah, water intoxication is definitely a thing. What I'm trying to say, Jason, is the sauce, the sauce itself doesn't cause your stomach to start spasming. It doesn't cause your nose to start pouring out stuff. It doesn't do that. Your body does it in reaction to the sensation that it feels. Jason, but you know what I'm trying to say. Capsaicin doesn't make you do that. It's hard to explain. But the idea of something being hot is mental. Because if you look around the world, like Jason said, there are people that eat extremely hot food and don't ever react because they've built up a tolerance to it. But that's because their body's used to feeling that sensation. If you're not used to feeling it, you're going to freak out. Same with being tickled. Same with being punched in the face. Same with everything. Durian fruit. Durian fruit smells like someone's foot that's been underwater in a graveyard for 6 months. But the taste is pretty good. There are people who love durian. But if it's your first time eating it, it's going to taste like shit. Me, Tiger Fang. Go for it. Well, no, that's Jason, that's what I was saying earlier that someone's going to pull out of their pocket. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I can see how it can get misconstrued that way. All right, we got the mission done. We got paid. Let's go to... I'm going to Duna again. And yeah, Vulcan. And that's... You don't want to punch me, though? But you can if you want to. Cilantro. So here's the thing about cilantro. That's just a taste thing. It doesn't have any negative effect on you, though. Like cilantro is not going to kill you, but if you're consuming soap, you're going to think that, you know? Yeah, portable gym. I don't think there's any liquid that's manufactured for human consumption that will kill you that exists, like that's marketable. No one's like, drink this and you'll die. Okay, Jason. Jason, me and you are two ships passing in the wind right now. We're having two different angles of conversation. I wish I can tell you what I'm thinking in my mind, but I can't tell you. So you're always going to be on that side. I'm always going to be on this side, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Macy, and that's my point. But so what Macy said and what Jason said are completely true. But what Jason said is the reason why people are afraid to eat hot sauce, because they think the hot sauce does that to their body. But what Macy says is what really happens. That's what I'm trying to say. If you eat hot sauce, you're not going to die. People think they're going to die, when in reality, you're never going to die from eating hot sauce. Unless, like Portable Jim said, you're deathly allergic to something in that sauce, but you should always read the ingredients first. No one's ever died from consuming normal amounts of capsaicin. And if they have, I would love to hear about it. It's a mental thing. Macy, we're just weird people. Sometimes we're just bored, you know? Same thing same thing like when you're a kid or something, you know? It's like, hey, who can punch each other the hardest? I don't know, let's go. You punch them in the arm, they punch you in the arm. Well, yeah, Jason, but what you said could be taken as it's bad for you. And what Macy said is what I was trying to convey. I just had a hard time conveying it. People take what you say and they're like, "Oh, hot sauce is bad. It's gonna make me do all this stuff." But it's weird. It's hard to explain. It's without getting too far into rule number one. It's the same thing with vaccines. People are like, "Oh, I had a vaccine and my arm swelled up and this and that and everything else," and it's like, well, that's not what that does to you. You just had an allergy to something, and then that's when it gets taken and thrown out of context, and then people grab hold of it and use it as reasons to not do something, and you know, that's not a mental thing, but it's just wording things. I'm not good at wording things. But they didn't die. I mean, sure. Portable Jim, that's the first I've heard of that. Well, yeah, Jason, there's a ton of things we do that are like that. Like alcohol. We drink fermented grain because it messes with our head. or like shrooms, or like the coffee beans that beetles roll out of shit that animals shit out. We just drink all that kind of stuff. Well, so is capsaicin, Vulcan Rider. Body's reacting to a part chemical that is usually bad for you, but the stuff in hot sauce isn't the complete chemical, right? It depends on it depends on the sauce, and you can taste that. We were talking about that earlier, Bright. There are some sauces that are just vinegar and capsaicin, and you can taste it. And there are others, like what you said, that don't have 100% of it in there, but they're enjoyable yet hot at the same time. So yeah, there's both kinds when it comes to that, for sure. Well, the way Jason Lee was phrasing it, he says it's a poison that plants create. I was just going off of what he was saying. TJ, have a good night, my friend. I'll see you soon. Well, I guess it depends on what's consuming it, Macy. No, Vulcan, this generates conversation, buddy. Um, do we have? Surface outpost on Eve. They're paying us 700,000. I don't really need to do that. There's a Duna satellite for 400 that I think I want to do. Bring a Duna stone back. So we want to do that. I want to set up mining around Ike. Is what I want to do. So we gotta get that started. I think that's a good stopping point, guys. I think that's a good stopping point. I'm gonna end a little early tonight. I know, I'm sorry. Hi guys. I'm not feeling good. And like my eyes have been itching really bad. Can you tell how red it is? And I'm not feeling really good. So we have a stopping point. Tomorrow we are going to be constructing mining around Ike. That's gonna be difficult to do. We also gotta do mining around Gilly. We're going to be using the, Jason, right? We're going to be using the ground anchoring systems and giving those a shot. I've heard multiple things about those, whether they work well or not. But we launched 4 or 5 rockets today. We made a lot of money. And, you know, we're doing pretty well. Guys, thank you for being here. If you're new and you're just tuning in, feel free to hit that follow button. We'd love to have you guys in here. I stream 6 days a week. We take Wednesdays off. If you want to reach me offline, we got socials here. We got Discord, YouTube, and Twitter.